Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Matt Williams again from Warp Drive Digital Marketing, coming at you with some more tips and tricks to help your digital marketing campaign succeed. Today we're going to be talking about digital marketing analytics and why they're important for your business or your campaigns to hit their goals and to succeed. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what analytics are, why are they important? Well, analytics are essentially the data that Google or your provider gives you that helps you be able to understand the changes that you're making and if they're making a positive or negative impact. So imagine driving your car or flying a plane with a blindfold on. That's essentially working in digital marketing without analytics data. So when you're talking to an agency or your marketing person, be sure to have this conversation with them about analytics and help them understand how important it is if they're not bringing this stuff up to you already. So the first thing that we want to do when we're setting up our analytics is understanding our goals, making sure we have clear goals and key performance indicators in the forefront of our mind so we know what we're looking at. So by defining specific goals and KPIs, it helps focus our analytics and measure what is successful and what is not successful. So what we want to do is select KPIs here that align with your campaign's goal, whether it's more impressions with web page views, a higher click-through rate, a lower bounce rate, a higher conversion rate. These are all important things to understand, and they all have really important parts in the marketing funnel. It's really important to understand what you want to look at and measure for success. Next is understanding essential metrics and their significance. So knowing what each metric means and what it represents allows you to accurately represent the data and make better strategic decisions. We want to break down different metrics like bounce rate, click-through rate, conversion rate, average session duration, things like that. And what these different metrics do is they help us analyze and see which parts of the funnel are people getting stuck in. Where's the most friction in the funnel? You know, if we're seeing that there's a really good click-through rate on your ads, but there's a low conversion rate, we know there's probably an issue with your landing page, whether that's the load time, the offer, the button color, the call to action not being available, things like that. We're able to break down and troubleshoot each part of the funnel and each section within the funnel to be able to understand what we need to fix to be able to improve that metric. Next is going to be leveraging our web analytics tools effectively. Tools like Google Analytics can provide you a ton of data and they're free, which is awesome. There's other metric producing data, there's other analytics data that you can use. We've used tools like Amplitude, Triple Whale, Hyros, a ton of different analytics softwares, and they all have their different places in our business and what we use them for. So be sure to do your research and find the one that's best for you. 99% of the time, we just use Google Analytics. We set up a GA4 instance, install it on the page, get the data coming in, and that's usually good enough. Next up is understanding attribution models and customer journey mapping. So understanding how different types of touch points contribute to conversions. This helps us optimize marketing and traffic across channels. What we use now is the data-driven attribution provided by Google Analytics and Google Ads. That's usually all we need. We used to use things like last click or time decay, things like that. But now the data-driven analytics is so good, it's gathering so much data that we're able to use that with pretty strong confidence to be able to use Google's data-driven conversion points pretty much across the board. Next is implementing data-driven decision-making. So what you want to do is when you get your analytics data, you don't want to just have it sit there. Put it in a dashboard, put it in a format that's easy for you to understand and easy for you to read so that you're able to make decisions based on the data to be able to make improvements to your campaign. You know, there's a lot of times where we send data over to our clients and they're like, oh, we never knew this even existed. Thank you so much for sending it. This is exactly what we want to do. Or we're able to make recommendations based on the data of things that we want to change on the website to improve conversion rates or improve things in the ads, to improve click-through rates or impression rates, things like that. That brings us to our last part, which is the continuous testing and reporting and optimization. So this is a can of worms that analytics is going to open up for you. It's awesome because what you can do is you can then create tests on different parts of the funnel. You can have a control, you can have a variant, you can test it, you can see which metric went up or down, and then you can end the test and then move on. By reporting on it, you're able to see which optimizations are working the best or which tests are working the best, and then you're able to optimize. You can say, okay, if I change this button color to orange, it gets us a way better add to cart rate, and that's the metric that helps us push more purchases down the road. So we're going to change that button. I hope this was helpful for you. Please like and subscribe to this video. If you thought it was helpful, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos coming out. We try to put stuff out weekly or every other week. We got shorts to give you some quick tips. Hope that was helpful, and have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys soon.